Hi, YouTube. Welcome to part 33 of Ghost of Tsushima with a therapist, where Kenji is a real homie getting us out of here. So glad you made it this far. Leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, follow the links, do all that stuff. Let's get the hell out of here, huh?
How do you like the sake, my lord?
Is it safe?
Let's hope to call himself something.
The way he killed him.
Here, let me
He's
pour you
not
one.
human.
Must show courage. When are we going after Mongol?
Crazy, man. My own people are the enemy now. Wow, Shimura taking credit for what I've been doing, huh? You like that? Look how uniting of the people he is. What a dude. Okay. But the people talk of the ghost.
Nobu.
Oh,
Lord
I got-
Sakai escaped! Guns everywhere! Find him! We help search, my lord.
keep burning the Mongols. Uh-oh. It's because I'm the ghost, baby. Don't mind the guy running on the tightrope up top. Don't mind him.
Seen him! He may have run north. You two, on your horses. The rest of you, man the gate.
Uh-oh. Nobu. I'm gonna ride you.
Easy. It's me.
There he is, on the horse. Stop him!
No way.
Get him!
No. No.
Forgive me, Nobu. We have to reach Ken. Yuna's waiting for us.
Holy shit, man. This better not be Nobu's last ride. No. What a G, man. He's still running. Ugh. Oh, man. Ugh.
I'm sorry I couldn't protect you.
Oh, brutal, man. Wow. That sucks. Well, losing a pet sucks ass. And, losing a horse, yeah, I'm not really one for comparison on stuff like this, but man, the relationship people have to horses, something else. I mean, to have him give everything he had for Jin shows a level of, I don't know, just like love and care for Jin. That relationship is just, man. And, sucks to have to bury your horse like that. The reality of what we're in, though. Like, that's the thing, right? Is like, those guys are shooting at the horse because they see the horse as just this object that Jin is riding out on. And, you know, take it down and we can get to Jin. And those dudes are, they're apparently willing to follow orders. I mean, it makes sense, right? The Shogun are not emboldened by the ghost. The Shogun don't really care about that. The people do, but the Shogun don't. And so they're going to take orders from Shimura, especially if they've been propagandized into believing that this is all Shimura is doing and not Jin's, which would make sense if Shimura is already trying to get out ahead of that. But, rest in peace, my friend. War sucks.
Mongols. Yuna.
And just to be clear, this is just as bad. Dead
Burned
humans.
Everything.
Just as bad.
Still a
All of
chance
this
Yuna's
sucks
alive.
ass. Like, all of the... I know I talked about this back in, like, part 3, but all of these people, these were people.
Kenji said Yuna was at the sacred tree. No weapons. I'll have to stay hidden.
Oh boy, oh boy. Reach the sacred tree without being seen. Hopefully there's a useful path of tall grass between me and that to make it happen.
A storm's coming. Better find Yuna soon.
Legium Harsinta, you went.
You didn't see shit, bro.
Huge switch.
What the hell? This is a terrible spot. I don't have anything to throw. Boy, ooh. We may go back from whence we came on this. I don't think I can go in there. Oh! Guns blazing. I don't think I can take these guys down. I could somehow find a way to go across that log. There's no way I make it to that grass without that guy seeing me. Thank God these guards are useless. My stuff's just sitting here.
No. Yuna's not here. But these people... The Mongols must have rounded them up.
Yeah, they're playing dirty.
Blood. But no wounds.
Oh, are the Mongols poisoning us now? Of course they are. No doubt. They learned, they saw that it was possible, and they're like, yep, we should do that shit. So they're gonna play extra dirty.
More villagers. What killed them?
Yep. 1000%. It's poison.
Blood poured from his mouth. Smells like wolf's bane. The Mongols learned how to make my poison. Now they're using it against us.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Okay. We're running. Channel your inner Nobu. Channel your inner Nobu, Jin. Oh no.
I can lose him in the storm.
Oh god. Oh boy.
Come on, you stupid horse.
Yuna? Is that you?
Again, we're back. Round 2. Medicinal Boogaloo.
I wasn't sure you'd wake up.
I thought I wouldn't. The Mongols used my own poison on me.
How did they get it?
I don't know. But they learned how to make it themselves.
They must have tested it on the people of Qin. Before they burned the town, I saw families lying in pools of blood.
There's only one way to end this. Kill Khotun Khan.
He's taken his army to a stronghold on the coast, Port Izmi.
We will need a staging camp somewhere close.
I'll see what I can find.
Well, yeah, this is definitely a consequence and a backfire from having the poison. I think there's more nuance to it, though. Namely that the Mongols using it and having the ability to like test it out on all these people comes from a lack of willingness to do like a widespread use of the poison. This is such tricky stuff, man, because it sounds like I'm advocating for all the people of Tsushima to poison everything that the Mongols have so that there's no Mongols left to re-poison them, right? It's like, where does the chain stop? Of course the Mongols were going to learn from this and use it. That makes complete sense. It also makes sense in the sense that it's going to turn people against Jin. Because people are like, whoa, the ghost used poison and then the Mongols used poison. That's Jin's fault. It's a way to disenfranchise people with Jin. Which is a good move by the Khan. I think Shimura's reluctance to commit to playing dirty is also partly to blame for this. Because it buys the Mongols time. It gives them a chance to do their research. Our unwillingness to stoop to their level means that they're going to keep beating us at that game. And to expand a little bit upon when I was talking about this in the last episode, at some point that chain has to stop. Like, that chain's not inevitable. Like, at some point, like when I'm advocating for the people of Tsushima to play dirty here, I'm advocating for them to play dirty so that they can reestablish themselves and then dictate the terms back to cleanliness. Like, you play to your opponent's level to best them at their game, and then you say, now that we have reestablished control of the island, we're not going to keep doing this. Like, we're going to now work toward diplomacy. We're going to do X, Y, and Z as an advocate for the island in a position of power. Like, you do that stuff with it. Fortunately, sometimes people get a little taste of how powerful that feels and they want to keep holding it. At some point, somebody's got to stand up and go, okay, cool, we poisoned the Mongols and we got our island back, but we don't need to keep doing that. Let's find better ways of interfacing with the world at large so we don't have to stoop to that. Is it idealistic? Yeah, but again, I'm not going to sit here and just be like, shit's always bad and we should just accept it.
Your equipment's in that chest. Meet me by the lookout tower when you're ready.
How far away? Jesus! She carried me all the way up here? Yuna's a real one, man.
Now to find Yuna.
Alright, she said, meet me by the watchtower. Ba-dum, bum. cold and wintry.
I think I found a better hideout. Climb up and look toward the mountain.
You need to bundle up, man. It's cold.
A hideout. Somewhere by the mountain. Jogaku's pagoda. Sheltered, defensible. And in striking distance of the Khan's stronghold.
There's only one problem. The Mongols have it.
We can fix that.
Let's get the horses.
Oh, shit. Oh, see, Yuna's all bundled up.
What happened to your mount?
When I escaped, the castle guards fired on us. They killed Nobu.
I'm sorry. These will have to do, for now.
It's a bummer. Now, we're not going to be... So, you gotta be kind of careful here, because there are some people that would be shitty to this horse because they're mad about what happened to Nobu. It's an easy piece of transference. You don't be that person. Like Jin should recognize that this horse is its own like individual. It had nothing to do with Nobu, and we should treat it with the level of respects that we would have treated Nobu with. There are people that in their emotional brain will not recognize that and maybe be standoffish to the horse, maybe treat it more like an object. Because if you treat the horse like Nobu, it brings the pain of Nobu back. Like, yes, of course this horse is going to remind you of Nobu. You're grieving. Allow that grief to be what it is and don't take it out on that horse. Same goes for humans. So if you're sitting here nodding along going, yeah, dude, that totally makes sense. Yeah, same for humans. Don't take your shit with somebody else out on another human that's not involved. Gotcha. We don't have to see this horse as a replacement for Nobu. It's another horse that can help us. Siege weapons. Used primarily in assaults on fortified cities, the advanced siege weaponry employed by the Mongols shows how central engineering and technology is to their war efforts. The Mongols draw on knowledge gained from captives and subjects across the Asian continent, including Arab, Persian, and Chinese experts, to construct their vast arsenal.
Are those people from Qin?
I don't know. The Mongols burned a lot of towns.
If you'd only pursued their army instead of fighting each other.
Why did you surrender to your uncle?
If I didn't give myself up, everyone who followed me would have attacked the samurai. And Lord Shimura. It would have been a massacre. Just like the Khan wanted.
Your uncle played right into his hands.
He was backed into a corner. By the Mongols, by me, by his duty to the Shogun.
Jin doesn't want to let it go, man. It's too painful. It's too painful. I tell you. Really easy to get on Jin about this. Really easy to get on him. But we do need to kind of back ourselves up for a second. Shimura represents something to Jin. And he has a pretty rigid schema around his uncle. And you know what that means because you watched part 32. Acknowledging his uncle for what he is acting as now is going to bring about a great deal of grief for Jin. And is going to likely bring up pain and anger, and he just lost his horse and all these sorts of things. So it's easier for Jin to try to preserve the idealization of his uncle than it is to potentially see his uncle as an enemy of the people, because now he has to recalibrate so many things that he's held near and dear to his heart. People hate change. People talk a big game about wanting it, but when the time comes to actually push into some change, people do not like doing it. They will resist it, and this is an example of that. So I'm not going to be too hard on Jin, although I am going to say it's not helping him. Defending his uncle there, saying he was backed into a corner, blah, 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 blah. He's trying to preserve this idea that his uncle is who he thinks he is, not who he actually is. And that's going to piss people like Yuna off to hear, understandably so. But you do not want to meet Jin in this with hostility. It's not going to be helpful to just say to Jin, like, you know, you realize it's a pretty dopey way of looking at this, right? Like, it's not going to help. The way that you might interact with Jin around this is to be like, Jin, do you, like, be curious about it. Like, how are you doing with this? Because when I hear you say stuff like that about your uncle, it makes me think that you must be really struggling with all that's gone down in the last couple days. I, with my own eyes, saw your uncle ask you to denounce yourself and your role, to join as his son, and then when you didn't do it, he threw you in jail. Like, I watched that happen. I saw that happen. You were part of that. And I hear you making excuses for him, and I'm curious about that. Why is it that you continue to do that? What am I not understanding? And what'll happen is that Jin will have to walk himself into his own dissonance. Or Jin's gonna be like, oh, well, and then if he ends up going like, well, he's my uncle, then that's where you really start to challenge, like, okay, so the idea that he's your uncle is overriding your acknowledgement of reality. And that is causing problems because you are potentially going to walk yourself into danger if you don't start acknowledging your uncle for who he is and what he's doing. There's more of a constructive conversation to be had there. You know, some of it is true. Like, some of it is true. Everybody on the island is boxed in. There is an empathic note to this. Like, the Mongols showed up on the island and they're decimating people, and that's put people into different zones of survival. So it is true that his uncle's boxed in, but also his uncle, more than really most people on the island, has the resources, power, and autonomy to make better decisions rather than just survive, and is continuing to focus on things that seem to be more in his own self-interest rather than the interest of the island, and that is also needing to be acknowledged here.
We can only win this war if we stand together.
Shimura's a fool for turning against you.
He wanted me to be his son. I destroyed his dream.
By doing the right thing.
Being right doesn't always make things better.
Tell that to the people you saved.
Yeah. Yeah, Yuna is a good influence on Jin right now. She's countering his narratives, but also like doing it somewhat empathically. Jin's complicated experience around this is only going to really get better if he listens to his emotional experience and, you know, allows himself to be emotional, which he wasn't taught to be. Also, I love the little touch of making this horse really ornery while I'm on it, to just remind you that it's not Nobu. It's all right, bud. I get it. I'm a new person riding you, and you probably don't like that. We haven't established any rapport. Jin's gonna have to reckon with the idea that if he embraces his role as the ghost and embraces the fact that he can galvanize the island, it's runs counter to the wishes of his uncle. He's gonna have to not just deny his uncle's request, but literally denounce his uncle in order for this to work. And that's a terrible bind. I don't envy him. He's gonna oscillate back and forth in his development around this. There's going to be times where he apologizes on behalf of his uncle and empathizes strongly. There's going to be times where he leans really heavily into being the ghost, and you're going to see this really strong oscillation that eventually will hopefully stabilize and or will hopefully regress to the mean.
We kill the Khan and drive the Mongols out. Is there a chance your uncle will forgive you?
I don't need Lord Shimura's forgiveness.
You don't regret how things are?
Whatever happens, his forgiveness won't change who I am.
He thinks I corrupted you.
I made my own choices. Even knowing what they've cost me, I'd make them again. Even
There
if
you
the
go.
Shogun brands me as a traitor.
So, I respect that. Not just because what Jin has done has largely been in the best interest of the island. There's been some regrettable things he's done, but for the most part, what he's done has been in the best interest of the island. I regret that, or I respect that just in general. If you make decisions and live in a way that when you put your head on the pillow at night, you can sleep and live with yourself because you know that your actions are in alignment with your values, more power to you. Whatever that may mean. That's not going to be agreeable to the entire human race. There are going to be people who think that that's bullshit and bad and all these sorts of things. And yes, there are people who stand by decisions that ultimately hurt people. But from an integrity standpoint, from like just a psychological consistency and position of power standpoint, it's a really relieving and powerful thing to be able to say, the way that I acted and the decisions I made are in alignment with my values, and I would not change them if I had the opportunity to go back and do it again. That's a big deal. And that's not to say that there aren't things that you look at in hindsight and regret and would wish you could change and all that stuff. But like if the broad, sweeping, important strokes lead you to a place where you're like, you know what? I know that was the right decision for me. Know that that is in line with what matters. I know that I had the people of the island in my mind when I made this decision. And regardless of what the consequence around that is, I know that I was coming from a good place. I know that that decision was sound. And maybe there's some ways I would fine-tune it going forward. But I'm cool with that. It's a good place to be in. And you don't have to apologize for that. And I even apply this to like Lord Shimura. Like if Lord Shimura is sleeping soundly right now, knowing that his nephew is in a jail cell because his nephew went against his wishes and went against something that he strongly believes in, and Shimura legitimately believes that the samurai code is the way of the land and we've got to get back to it and establish it in X, Y, and Z, I respect that he leans into that and sleeps soundly. I may not agree with that, but at that level, I respect it. I don't respect that the decisions that he's making are largely not in the best interest of the island and are dissonant to what he is trying to say he's about. So we still want to study the impact. We still want to evaluate those things. But just from an integrity standpoint, I respect when people stand by their decisions and make thoughtful decisions in the moment that they know they will stand by going forward. It's a worthy thing to work on, especially if you're a person that makes decisions and constantly looks back at your decision making. You're like, I don't know that that was the right decision. It probably means that there's some fortification of your own values that is important to explore and look at so that you have some level of guiding principle that you've created. Otherwise, there's a good chance maybe you're making decisions because you think that's what other people think you need to do, or you're drawing upon something inductively that's not particularly useful. There's any number of reasons why that may be the case. So integrity is not goodness, but consistency. Correct. Like integrity is not something that, I mean, even just from like a physics standpoint, like it's not something that you apply any kind of value to. Integrity is just, yeah, the consistency, the strength, the sturdiness of your values and your behaviors that align with whatever those values are. Like if the Khan, as evil as he goes to sleep at night and is like, yep, this is the right thing. This is the right thing for me. I dress the way I do. I say the things I do. I know that what I'm trying to do on this island is something that feels good for me, and I stand by it. Again, I respect that. I don't respect that he's decimating the island, but I respect the integrity there. That he stands by himself. He's like learned enough about himself to know what his convictions are. He just happens to be in a position of power where he can cause severe harm. The majority of us are not in a position of power like that. The bandits might sleep well at night, knowing that they stole something from the grocery store because that's what they had to do in order to survive. That consistency, that steadiness, the sturdiness of that is okay. It's also very hard to penetrate when people really stand by what they do. So Jin saying, I stand by what I've done so far, there's a sturdiness to his identity now. He sees himself as the ghost. He sees himself as a man of the people. And so that's not something that's going to be easily penetrated. And you just hope that those things align with in a way that doesn't cause significant harm to the people around you. I appreciate that Jin has also come to that conclusion autonomously, more or less, rather than just borrowing from a bunch of other people, or what he thinks other people want, which is unfortunately what most people do. Anyway, I've belabored the point longer than I meant to, but... I respect people who are constantly evaluating their values and stand by the things that I mean, you can progress your thought processes, you can add nuance to them, they develop, but intentionally trying to live your life in a way where you can stand by your decisions, hopefully for the most part through space-time, is a good position to be in. It's a powerful psychological space to be in. I think is the TLDR of what everything I just said.
We're close to Jogaku Temple.
There's a fishing camp on the lake. We could scout the temple grounds from it.
Leave the horses here. We'll go in on foot.
The woods here are thick. Good cover.
For us and the Mongols.
The safest approach to the temple might be over open ground.
Or frozen lake.
What about when emotions conflict with values? Not really how it works. Emotions don't conflict with anything. Emotions are just value, or emotions are just physiological experiences. They're just information. There are consequences that might conflict with values. There are circumstances that might conflict with values. There are values that might conflict with values. That will facilitate like anxiety. That might facilitate like anger or frustration or whatever. But emotions don't conflict with anything. Emotions just are. They just exist. They're information that you use to try to make evaluations of some of the things that you're determining cognitively.
They have prisoners.
They'll freeze to death.
We'll free them. Clear the fishing village. Then we take the temple. A signal cannon.
To alert the temple of an attack.
Boy, this is big because if we show up to this town and clear it out, and there's any suspecting that it's the ghost, that's gonna set a lot of stuff into motion. Oh, I should have done the double takedown. Whoops. Huh? Are those dead bodies? I do love that it's snowy up here.
Get away! What do you want? Then take him back. You got this.
Oh shit. Huh? Jesus. Just slaughtered this guy right in front of these people.
They were working us to death.
You're free now.
That's everyone here.
The temple will have stronger defenses. We can't rush in.
Let's see what we're dealing with.
They left explosives on the ice. We can use that against them. Archers watching the lake.
They'll see us coming. Pick us off.
Let's bring them to us.
How?
Fire the signal cannon. Lure them onto the ice.
Smart.
Divide and conquer. Keep watch. I'll draw them out.
So, I appreciate that this is something that's scripted, but there is a part of me that wishes there was some creative freedom here. That the conundrum is there's a shitload of dudes here that we're going to get slaughtered if we try to cross the lake. Let's figure out a way to do X, Y, and Z. And, like, think of a way to be creative. Maybe you go through the trees or you do whatever. Like, I like when games give you flexibility to do something the way that you want to do it, instead of, like, scripting the way you're supposed to. It's one of the things that Rockstar used to do really well. There's less of it now. But early Rockstar games, man, you could just do it however you needed to do it, and it was really cool. Anyway. Get off my lawn.
That will get their attention. Better get back to Yuna.
Just chilling on top of the rock.
What?
Let's take them.
Oh shit, they fall through the ice. Damn. What an archer.
Got the bastards.
Let's get to the pagoda.
Oh, I can't end his suffering. Oh, that sucks. All right. Be a great place for some ice hockey, eh, Yuna? What do you think?
We need to plan our attack carefully.
That waterfall's frozen. Could climb it, go over the back wall. Follow me.
I thought you said we were going to climb the waterfall. Oh, okay.
Just the warlord and his guards. Make him suffer, and they'll run.
지금 어딨어? 하노이. 무덤극장 앞다.
They'll run, huh? Sure. Admire your confidence, Jin. Oh, I just got shot with poison gas. Shit. Oh god. God damn it.
When the storm passes, we will still be standing.
It's over. You're safe.
We thought we'd die as slaves.
They can't hurt you now.
No Mongols. Solid walls. I think we'll be safe here. Hey. Your uncle chose his path.
And I chose mine. Khotun studied Lord Shimura's tactics. He knows how to break an army of samurai. But he doesn't know how to defend against us.
That's right.
We'll make him hurt. For Taka.
For everyone.
Honor and ash. All right. Super key, by the way. We often like to focus on our own autonomy, but if you're going to hold your autonomy at a premium, you got to hold other people's autonomy at a premium. It is indeed true. Shimura just made his decisions. He's accountable for that. Jin has made his decisions. He's accountable for that. People will do or not do things unless forced as a matter of choice. There are some that will try to act as if it wasn't a choice when it was. Sometimes the choice is obvious, but an obvious choice is still a choice. I'm not going to belabor that because we've talked about that in every other playthrough, but really important to acknowledge that, like, yeah, your uncle has made his choices in the same way that you have, and if you don't agree with your uncle's choices, then it means that we need to reevaluate the nature of our relationship to our uncle. Norio and Moscow and Ishikawa, like all those people that rallied around us, chose to do that. People that have chosen to support us, like Yuna. Yuna chose to support us. Yuna chose to nurse us back to life both times. Yuna chose to go and get our stuff. Don't make other people's autonomous decisions on their behalf. If Jin makes an assumption that doing that was burdensome when maybe it wasn't, and apologizes for something that he doesn't need to apologize for, it can damage some of the intimacy of a relationship. The acknowledgement that Yuna had decided not to leave the island. She decided to stay for the cause. She's decided to fight for the ghost. She decides to stand by his side. Just as important as recognizing that his uncle has decided to do what he's done. Don't make choices on behalf of other people. Unless they're your, young children, in which case make a good decision on behalf of your children when you're a parent. But if you're talking about two adults in this type of situation, acknowledging autonomy is deeply important in every direction. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, techniques.
Jin, over here.
Hang tight, Yuna. Guardian Scowl. Created for Wraithful Guardians of Tsushima. That's kind of cool. Alright, there's people here that can upgrade my stuff, so let's do that.
Please help.
The Mongols took over everything. I was in Adam Bay when they arrived. Before we saw
I
them.
work on all kinds of armor. Do I have the protection you need?
certain to frustrate your enemies.
Oh no, low on supplies.
You need more to make these improvements.
I mean, what I really need to do is go see
Told us to
if the white armor is around, because... Oh no! Can I not go down here? Cannot fast travel here while exiled. Oh shit, so I can't even move freely about the island? Oh no!
We're doomed. Don't say that. What hope is there if the Jito and his nephew are at each other's throat?
Interesting. Okay.
You're exaggerating. People saw it. The Jito stripped him of his katana and threw him in prison. May I assist you, my lord?
Still come to their senses?
Right. Because no samurai ever let pride stand in the way of good sense.
We're doomed. What will happen to
They get it. They know what's up.
Over here.
My lord, please help. The Mongols forced my master to craft a set of armor for Khotun Khan himself.
It's not enough for him to conquer our home. He has to steal from our people as well.
When my master finished his creation, he saw a chance to run. He fled with the armor.
Where did he take it?
He hid 2 pieces of it on different farms, far apart from each other.
And the others?
The Mongols got them.
They found your master before he hid the rest.
When he refused to tell them where to find the missing parts, they executed him.
I'll find every piece of that armor and avenge your master's death.
He'd be honored for you to wear the armor, my lord. Bring the pieces back to me, and I'll be sure they fit you properly.
No baby. Oh, am I about to be dripped out in Khan armor? Fit for the Khan. Damn, that is very scattered. Kill general dog shit. Alright. Oh, what happens if I call a horse? Oh, look at this horse.
Four warriors stood against the living and the dead. Spirits bound to this world.
Something cool about snow-covered bamboo.
If you are fighting, there is no hope.
Hello, horse. We'll get to know each other.
Please. Almost lit.
Will the fire not light?
No, my lord. The wood is too wet, and my hands too cold.
Let me try.
The undying flame. Yes.
Never been so cold. You'd be better off somewhere warmer.
As would you, my lord. For now, share the fire with me, and listen to the tale of this mountain.
Gladly.
Long ago, fire fell from the sky and landed atop Mount Jogaku. A lone warrior braved the dangerous climb and found a giant rock covered in flames. He touched his sword to the fire. Flames engulfed the steel, but left him unharmed. He created a new fighting style he called the Way of the Flame. The warrior took pieces of the rock west with him to China. There he sought answers about its origin from learned monks and scholars. After months of travel and research, fire fell from the sky once more. He led the people to it and showed them it was nothing to fear. For he believed the Way of the Flame was a gift from the heavens, and he shared its secrets with all who wished to learn. Handed down through generations, the Way of the Flame has returned to Tsushima. The Mongols wield it against our people. But rumor says the fire still burns atop Mount Jogaku, waiting for any who can survive the climb.
So you wish to know if the tale is true? Will you make the climb?
Not I, my lord. I told the story to a Ronin not long ago, and he began the climb. Though I fear the cold will take him.
I'll find what secret the mountain hides.
This has Mario racing Koopa to the top of Bomb Mountain vibes. Oh, we'll climb this mountain. Ba ba da 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 da. Da 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 da.
So cold. Need to warm up.
Oh shit. Oh god. Oh man. I gotta like actually go to bonfires and shit. Whoa.
Take much more cold.
Alright, I'm gonna die. Come on, Jin. Come on, Jin. It's like the Division survival. There you go. Whoa, man. Like Deep Stone Crypt. It's like every cold weather mechanic that ever existed in a game ever.
Getting colder. Need to warm up. Need a fire soon.
That's fine. Adds a little urgency. I don't love that all these Mongol dogs are just chilling here. A lot of Mongol dogs.
So cold. Need warmth soon.
What's up, dude?
Come, rest by the fire, my lord.
Thank you. Are you alright?
My pride hurts more than my body.
It's an unforgiving mountain. What were you hoping to find at the top?
Answers. Power. Anything. A flaming sword would be useful in a place like this.
So it would.
I'm sure you'll pass the mountain. Good luck, my lord.
Interesting. So he's a Ronin, and he's not hostile. All right, bud. I'm going.
Getting colder.
Oh, baby.
Need to warm up.
Oh, God.
Need a fire soon.
Oh, boy. Jin, my brother, there will be no fire. There will only be death. I am sorry. We're going down the mountain. That's not the direction we want to be going. I'm sorry, brother. Can I heal it? Oh, I can. All right. Good thing I have berries. I guess.
Another campfire. Please, light.
Woo!
I can stop shivering for a while.
Yeah, otherwise I'll have to start calling you Lord Shivura. Shut up, Brian.
A different climber wrote this. How many have tried to reach the top?
Curiosity is no match for this cold. I have questions, but the answers the peak holds will never be mine. I shall return home empty-handed. Oh. Bunch of quitters.
So cold.
I mean, somebody obviously was up here tying ropes off.
That campfire is my only hope. Need a fire soon. Korean light. The warmth feels good.
Thank God these campfires are just ready to go. You get a little lean-to. This lean-to is not doing very good work. Anybody who knows how a lean-to works, you know that you probably want to point it in a direction where the wind's not blowing into it. The peak looms over, death's shadow embraces me, hand in hand we walk. Yeah, because you built the lean-to wrong, my man. That sucks. Should have joined the Boy Scouts. Oh, there's a dead guy. This is like Everest.
Getting colder.
There's dead bodies everywhere. You just have to leave them there. Oh, Jesus! Hello, bear.
Need warmth. Soon. Need a fire soon. Someone built a dojo here.
This guy
Welcome,
did.
my lord. Call me Betomaru.
What's up, Betomaru?
Jin Sakai. I wasn't expecting to find anyone up here.
I've wondered if any would make the climb. You seek the way of the flame.
Invaders from the west with flaming swords threatened Tsushima.
They brought back the gift offered to them by my ancestor.
Teach me, Betomaru. A samurai will show the Mongols the true power of your way.
Take a piece of the rock. and we will face each other in combat. Only then will you learn the way of the flame.
Damn, alright. I see you. How pristine this is. Oh, just so clean. Shiny floors. I'm all about it. I'm gonna take some of your supplies. All right, mustache man. Oh, I gotta take a rock.
Now to duel Betomaru and learn his technique.
The undying flame.
The way of the flame is unforgiving. Now, strike your sword against your piece of the rock.
Oh, baby. Yes, sir.
Once more, let the way of the flame guide you.
Oops.
Yes, like that. Our fight ends here, my lord.
Nice.
Good. The way of the flame is not meant for friendly rivals. I will wield it well against the enemies of Tsushima.
You have learned the way of the flame. Never forget it is a gift that fell from the heavens, Lord Sakai.
All right. Cool. Can I get some incendiary ammo? I like that this dude's just got a house up here. He's just chilling.
Is there something else, Lord Sakai?
Yeah. Can you teach me how to Dougie? Shut up, Brian.
This place isn't what I expected.
My ancestors trained in the way of the flame here, free of worldly distractions.
What of yourself?
I live to share my teaching with those who deserve it. Another may come who needs the way of the flame.
So, I don't really know where I'm going with this, but one of my favorite movies of all time is a movie called Big Fish. Many of you may be familiar with it. It's been out for a long time. But one of the kind of core ideas in that movie, right, is that like people, sometimes people embellish the day-to-day with, you know, stories. They build things up to make them more novel and interesting and exciting, whatever. And that sometimes that's helpful and sometimes it's harmful. And some of these tales have Big Fish vibes for me. Where like really all this guy did was teach me how to put oil on my sword and strike it against a rock so it lights up in flames. But there's a mythos around it that's been constructed over time that fire came down from the skies and the heavens and bestowed upon whatever, and I gotta blah, 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 blah. And I'm not here to say that that's bad or good, just kind of is. It's like the embellishment is fine, but also if you get too sucked into that, sometimes there's a bit of a it can be a bit counterintuitive. So like, I'm not saying that Jin has to sit here and go, dude, you just taught me how to strike my sword against a rock. But also, we don't necessarily have to indulge the entire mythos around it. We can stay realistic about it. If you've never watched Big Fish, definitely recommend it. I cry like a baby at a certain part every single time. Probably know what part I'm thinking of. Every time. I'm like, oh! I guess, yeah, what am I doing? The movie's been out forever. When he carries his dad down to the river, and his dad's like, this is how I go. Like, God damn, man. Oh, every time. First time I watched the movie, I was like, oh, okay. Wow. This is how I go.
You return safely.
Oh, man.
It was a treacherous climb, but I've learned the way of the flame.
It's unruly and powerful, my lord. Take care the flames do not burn you.
The way of the flame will only consume the Mongols.
Will it, Jin? I don't know, man. If some Shogun come after you, I could see you maybe using it. Purity of war. No. It's just so hot. I mean, that is just so good. I love the ghost armor, but boy, oh boy. That is so awesome. Oh. Oh. God, it's so good. You gotta. You have to. Izanami's grief. Oh, I don't want to eat. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, dude, that mask is so cool. That's some real drip. That's some real drip. Big fan. Also a big fan of all of you being here. Thanks for watching this episode. Appreciate it. Great to have you on board. I just killed a deer. Leave that thumbs up if you haven't already. Go. Come on. Ugh. In. Thank you. I blend in pretty well here. Ooh, a vanity item. Tanuki's brush. It's cool. Not going to use it though. I have not yet found anything that even remotely comes close to how cool what I'm currently wielding it. That is where it's at right there. Oh, Jin is looking so good. So good. So fresh. So clean. Let's go kill General Dogshin. Okay. Oh, crap. Alright. Do I descend the mountain? Do we go this way? This terrain is so beautiful. I love the little splashes of red. Kind of reminds me of that one planet in Star Wars. When the AT-ATs are making their way and there's like those speeders that like stir up the white snow and there's like red underneath it. I forget the name of that planet. They added it to Battlefront 2 and it's super badass. It's a big encampment. All right, boys. Guns blazing. What's up, dude? Oh, these guys are adept. Whoa. Oh shit. Ha! You hit your own guys, idiot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. So, this is gonna be tough. I'm okay with that. I want to know where those arrows were coming from. Love the music.
Legium Harsinta.
Ooh, these delicious garden vegetables. Got some root veggies, making a little stew. Baby, you got a stew going. Uh-oh. You don't see me. Green banners. Uh-oh. Doggy. Oh god. Okay. Angang. In traditional Mongol mythologies, it's believed that after death, all shamans become wandering spirits, or Angang. Customary to construct consecrated idols within 3 years of a shaman's death and either place them in the home Angang, or outdoor shelters, field Angang. That's cool. Those are neat. I would totally put one of those on my mantle. Those are badass. Conversations with the Khan 9. I cannot imagine the burden a leader like Khotan Khan must bear. In an act of utter barbarity, the ghost poisoned the Khan's men at Castle Shimura. Far from deterring the Khan, the act spurred him to develop these poisons for his own use. It tells me this is one of the secrets of the Empire's success, embracing rather than rejecting or dominating the might and knowledge of their antagonists. Then yesterday I saw what he had done to the people of Kin. I don't know that I'll ever recover from that sight. I don't know what to think of Khotan. Perhaps great men share all the aspects of their lessers, but more. Great wisdom, but even greater cruelty. Ah, the dissonance is real. Because he's behaving badly. Yes, he's strong. Yes, he's smart. But you're having a hard time trusting your own eyes and ears. Similar to Jin with Shimura. Tough stuff. Oh no. Jesus. Their aim is fantastic.
Legium Harsinta.
Holy crap. Oh my god. But seriously, where? A-Star, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in. Hope you had a good stream. Oh. Coming along with the raid, don't know who I am. I'm DrMick. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. I have a PhD in human development. This is Game Sessions with a Therapist, where I play cool games, talk about mental health, psychology, therapy, and more. Analyze games like Ghost of Tsushima with my therapist brain, hopefully to educate folks, maybe give you some things to think about yourself. I do not do therapy on stream. At the beginning of every stream, I answer mental health questions, so if you ever want to stop by at the beginning of a stream, I'm happy to answer stuff. But welcome in. Really? Alright, so maybe it's not as safe in here as I thought. Oh no! Oh, I thought that was a lot deeper. That's what she said. That it up there? Maybe. Oh yeah, there we go. I could have just Oh, you're saying I could have just used the watcha, huh? Did all that gallivanting through the camp. Could have just watched it up. Oh God. Okay. I gotta say, this guy's got great aim.
Just ready.
Who else is? Oh, it's that guy. All right. Another banner. Crazy how big this place is. My, how the turntables. Come on, Jin. Find him. Oh, we're back in the root vegetable house. Alright, I got one more banner I gotta find. I was a banner, where would I be? Oh, here we go.
Who will face me first?
Come here, fools. Alright. And boom. Destroy the black powder cache. Cache. Will do. Where are you at? Oh, you're over there. Alright. Blow it up.
Have him back.
Oh shit. There he is. Hello.
This must be part of the armor that was made for Khotun Khan.
See you guys. Piece of Mongol armor. The boots. I love that. They're like, oh god, we gotta get out of here, man. Pork chop sandwiches. Kill General Dogshit. Done. And done. Technique point earned. Thank you. Hey, you're kind of starting to like me, huh? We're cool. Yeah. Yeah, you're cool. You're cool. You magnificent steed. Alright. Lots of stuff to do. We'll hit that.
Here!
Oh god. Yeah, well, I just cashed in all that goodwill you started to have toward me, Mr. Horse. Legend storyteller. Does not do anything for me. Hey, I gotta see if I can trust him. He's starting to trust me. I gotta see if I can trust him. If I can trust him to fall off a cliff for me, then we're gonna do some shit. Maybe I'll name him No 2. We had No Boo. This is the second horse. And No 2 is easy to remember. Hey, what's up, Fox? Where are we going, boss? Take me there. Long ass path. Oh, jeez. Might as well go up to a temple while we're at it, eh? God damn. You keep this up, you're gonna get bestowed the power of the flame, Mr. Fox. Holy shit. Sweet. That's done. Crazy, man. I'm exiled. Guy can't even fast travel on his own island. What bullshit is that? Ugh, I will say, I don't love that this area is mountainous. Because having like one very specific path to take to go where you want. Could really use a hang glider. Look at these assholes. I don't want to fight you. I don't care. I got better shit to do. Like go to this whaling town. I am surprised that those guys don't pursue me fully, though. They're like, hey, that's the ghost. That's like the one dude we need to make sure we kill. So, like, let's follow him, like, forever. And they're just like, nah, man. It's just, I'm too tired. It's too far away.
Come here and fight!
Damn. Just a frozen tundra. Oh, we can write some haiku. That's nice. All right. Jogaku haiku. Get your pen and paper out, Jin. Reflect on strength. Falling forever. The final defense. Slowly overwhelmed. Death's call is sharp and biting. A heart races at each sound. The mind recalls the teachings. Ooh. Looking to the end. Fight through the darkness. I yearn for guidance.
Slowly overwhelmed. The mind recalls the teachings. Fight through the darkness.
Headband of strength. What a banger. To be honest, I hate the cold, but I would totally build a little cabin right here. And just enjoy the dead silence of winter. All right. We will pursue the remaining pieces of armor in part 34, among other things. Thank you, friends, for taking the time to watch part 33. This was a nice, like, chill, slow down episode after how intense the last one was, so I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, check the links, all that fun stuff. R.I.P. Nobu. Welcome, Notu. Yeah. Your support means everything. If you support the stream financially in any kind of way, thanks for doing that. And thanks for spending your time here. Tell your friends. Tell other people on the internet. Etc., etc. If you're binging, I'll see you right here in the next episode. If you're waiting for the next one to come out, we'll get it out as soon as we can. I appreciate you. You matter. I'll see you on the next one.